Hi, today I'll be showing you how to create a fillable form in Word. So you can see this is my document file or file, and if you go to page layout and go to size, so I have taken A4 size paper, A4 size document, and I have chosen prototype. And you can also adjust your margin by clicking on the margin. You can choose normal, narrow, moderate depending on how much margin you want to allocate for the top, left, bottom and right side of the file. And you can also go to custom margin and set your margin, desired margin. You can increase like that and then click on OK. So but I want to give the normal margin. I want to set up normal margin, that's why I'm going to choose normal. So now let me go and create fillable form. So I'll click on insert and then pictures because I want to insert hotel logo. So I'm gonna go to hotel logo and click insert. So this is my logo. So if the picture is too big, you need to crop the picture or logo. So to crop that picture, you need to go to format and then go to crop and then click on that crop and adjust it according to your desired size. So I'm gonna make it small and I don't want the text hotel. So if you want to move the image file, you need to go to text wrap and then click on in front of text. So in that way you can move your pictures and then you can easily resize this picture. So I'm going to resize it and then leave it on the top here. So after that I'm gonna insert text file. So to insert a text file, you need to go to insert and then go to text box. You can choose from this sample box, but I'm not going to choose from that. I'm going to click on draw text box and then create a text box, and I'm going to write now I'm going to write registration form, and you can adjust it. So now I want to change the text style. So I'm going to select hotel registration form text and click or press Ctrl B. So the text will be dark and bold, and you can move it to your desired location. You can easily move it by clicking on that. So I'm going to leave it here. And then if you want to hide this outline box, then you can click on that, go to format and then click on shape outline and click on no outline because we don't want any outline. So in that way you'll be able to hide that outline box. So you can see the box is invisible now, but if you click on that text file, you'll be able to see and readjust it easily. You can see it. So I'm not going to readjust it, I'm going to leave it as it is. And let's go and create another text box. So I'm going to create another text box and then draw it below the other one and write some text over here, like here you can learn Now let me select this text, and I don't want this text to be that big, so I'm gonna adjust its size to 9. Okay, and after that you can move it or you can hide the box again. So I'm gonna say no outline. So once you're done with styling, I'm gonna group this text box. So let me select the text box, both of them. You can select them by pressing on that text box, and then you can press shift key and then press another text box, and then you can release your shift key and then right click on that selected text box and go to group and then click on group. So in that way, if you want to move this text box, you don't need to move each one individually. You can move it together, like I'll show you. So you can move it together and readjust its size, and then you can place wherever you like to place it. So now I'm done with my heading, and let's go and create the tables. So let me double click where I want to insert my table, and then go to insert tab and then click on table. So you can either insert table by clicking on insert table, or you can choose from here. So I'm gonna add 2 columns with 7 rows. Okay, and then you can add your text, like I'm gonna add personal information, and then first name, last name, and then let's say here address, email, and then let's add phone number, and then we can add additional guest. So once it's done, I'm gonna select the text and then press Ctrl B, and then go to home, and then increase the text size to 12, or you can use your shortcut key to increase the text. You can press Ctrl plus curly bracket to increase the size, you can see here. So I'm gonna leave it to 12, and then after that you can select that column and then go to design, and then I'm gonna add some shading, click on that. So now let me move this table. Okay, so now I'm gonna move this line, so you can adjust your column size like that. Now let me select this table and then go to layout, and then here you can adjust the height of the table. So I'm gonna increase it to 0.3 inch, and then so now again I'm going to change the text alignment. I'm gonna choose to align center left, so you can see the text has been aligned to center left. So let me add one more row. If you want to add more row, you can click on the last row and then click on tab. So in that way you'll be easily creating a additional tab, and I'm gonna write date of arrival, and then after that, so I'm gonna add some text on this address row. So I'm gonna click on there and then go to layout and then increase the height. So if you want to add some, or if you want to draw some column or row, you can just click on draw table, and then you can easily draw your table inside the table. So that way. And now I'm gonna add like city, which city the person belong to, and then I'm gonna write state, which state that he or she belongs to, and then I'm gonna write postcode. So I'm gonna press Ctrl tab. So once you've done this, now I need a developer tab. So to insert that developer tab, you need to go to file and then click on options, and then go to custom ribbon and then click on developer and then click on OK. So you can see your developer tab is here now. So if I want to add some drop down menu, then you need to go to developer and then click on that drop down list content, and then you can go to properties and then add this state. I'm gonna add Queensland and then NSW, and then Tasmania, and then you can add Western Australia, and then you can add Victoria. So in this way you can keep on adding the state. So I'm not going to add some more, so click on OK, and then so here you can edit this text if you want to. To edit the text, you just need to click on that and then go to design mode, and then you can change the text here. So you can see I have edited the text. To click here to select the state. So once you've done that, you can go back and click on design mode again to unselect the design mode. So here you can choose the state now. So once it's done, let's go to date of arrival and add some date picker. So I'm gonna write date, and then let's click on date picker, and then after that you can go to property and choose the desired date you want to add. So I'm gonna add December 24th 2022 because I want my month in a text. Like you can see it's in December, so I'm gonna select that and click on OK. Now the applicants will be easily able to pick the date and pick these states from here. Now let me select this table and then readjust this height. Let me go to layout and then readjust the height to 0.2. So once it's done, let me create another table. So where I'm gonna add 3 columns and then 2 rows. I'm gonna use shading. To add the shading, you need to go to design and then click on that color, click on that shading. So here I'm gonna write hotel venue, and then here I'm gonna write nights of stay, and I have copied some text and I'm gonna paste it here with Ctrl V. So here I'm gonna write night, 1 night, 2 night. Now let me readjust this column. Okay, once it's done, I'm gonna make this text smaller. So now I'm gonna make this title row to bold. So I'm gonna double click on it to select the row and then go to home tab and click on bold. So in this way you can make it bold. And then after that I'm gonna select this table, whole table, and go to design tab and go to border, and you can click no border to hide these borders. And after this I'm gonna bring checkbox. So to bring some checkbox in front of this text, you need to click on that place first and then go to developers and then go and click on this checkbox content controller. And then after that you can go to properties and then you can select any checked symbol from here. If you click on that change, and you can go and find symbols from here. I'll choose windings, and then you can scroll it down and choose the symbols from here. So I'm gonna choose these stick marks and then click OK. So it will be selected here, and then now you can click on OK. So once you've done this, if you click on that checkbox, then it will be selected like that. So in this way I'm gonna copy this text box. I'm gonna select it from Shift and arrow key and then press Ctrl C and then paste it in front of the another text. Ctrl V. You can use Ctrl V to paste the copies text or whatever you copied. So now I'm gonna paste it again. After this I'm gonna press Ctrl Tab to give a space in between the text, enter, and then I'm gonna press again Ctrl Tab. So that's how you can add checkbox in your fillable form. Now you can move this text by using left or right or up or down arrow key, or you can use space, or you can use your mouse to move the text. So once it's done, I'm gonna select this and then go to Home tab and then go to Aligns and Spacing, Paragraph Spacing, click on that, and I'm gonna give 1.5 space. Okay, now let me bring one symbol. So I'll click on Insert and then Save, and then I'll take a line and then I'll press Shift key and then drag your cursor, and then you can go to Shape Outline and then choose black, and I'll click in front of this text and then give some spacing like that, and insert one more, a table. Click on Insert and then I'll add 2 columns and then 4 rows. So I'll copy some text here. To add some more row, you can right click on that row and then click on Insert, and then I'm gonna add a row above, so that way. And then now I'll write room categories and then room rent, and then I'm gonna select it by clicking on that top row and then go to Design and then Setting and then select the color. Okay, so here you can see these are the text box which I already have added. You can add this text box the way I have showed you before, and you can change the symbol as per your desired requirements. And yes, and after that I'm gonna paste some more text under this table. So these are my text which I already have wrote before, and then once it's done I'm gonna write date. Now I'm gonna give some space by clicking tab and write the, and I'll bring some symbols again, and then I will press the Shift key and then drag your mouse like that. And if you want to change color, you can change it by going to Shape Outline Color. So that's how you can create a fillable form. You can see it here. So this is my fillable form, and if you want to give any spacing on your text, you can select on that text, go to Homes, and you can change any indent, or you can change the spacing, you can change the alignments and everything. You can make it bold, you can increase the size. So here you can see state, and if you click on state, if any applicants who is going to fill up that form, if they click on this place, click here to select the state, and they click on the drop down arrow, and if they choose state, you can see the post is moving. If you don't want that post to move, then you can delete this one and then click on Insert and then go to text box, and you can draw some text box and write postcode. And then once you done this, you can go to Shape Outline and then click on No Outline, and you can bring it here, drag it. So you can see if you decrease the height of this text box, then our half text is going to be hidden. So what I do is I'll click on the both row and then go to I'll go to layouts, and then I'll go to height and then increase that height. So in that way you can fit that text box inside that table. So in this way, even if you change your state, the postcode is not going to move now. So once it's done, I'll scroll it down and then make some changes here, and then I want this table to have more spacing, more width, so I'll go to design tab and then I'll go to layout and then increase the height. So let me scroll it down again. So I'll make this text bold, so I'll press Ctrl B. Now here I'll press delete to bring the text back to the first page. So here is my fillable form, so you can see it here. If you want to make some changes, you can make it. So for now I'm gonna leave it here. So thanks for watching.